live. It's a bit bright. Let's lower that just a bit. What's going on? It is Sunday, March 30th. Just about close to 10:30 p.m. I just had a little late night dinner, some KFC, after attending my show tonight, which it was at Nishikawaguchi, which is a bit east and north, so northeast of me. Unfortunately, it's one of those venues that's a bit further off from where I am. Like when I go to a Shimokitazawa show, I take my bike, it takes me like 7 minutes and I'm there, I'm good, I'm happy. With this type of venue, I have to take 3 separate trains. Hey, what's going on, Richard? I have to take 3 separate trains. So I have to transfer, I have to walk, and that always, unfortunately, plays a role in making my foot not feel all that great. And unfortunately, my foot is still not fully healed. I honestly don't know if it ever will be. I really hope it is. It makes me sad because, I used to jog and stuff. And now I hobble. Yeah, who needs jogging when you can go hobbling all the way down to Shibuya Station? So anyhow, how are you guys doing? How's the weekend treating you? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope the weather is good where you are. Is it spring yet? Because it was in Tokyo for about maybe a week, but then it went from like 75 degrees, maybe close to almost even 80. Like we're talking like upwards of like 25 degrees Celsius. And then out of nowhere, like rain came, cooled everything. Now what's going on, Kevin? Cooled down everything, and then it dropped to like 40 degrees. Was it this morning? Was it yesterday morning? It was really cold. So yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird. Gosh, I'm really not into the whole bipolar thing. It doesn't work for me or my body. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Just a quick recap. So I did mention in the title about a recap of this weekend. So the week, very quickly, I did order 10 more Dimray's Bad Taste CDs. So for those of you who are interested in getting a CD and I did not mark you down for one, then you can get one if you would like one, okay? If you do want one, just comment below. Don't put it in the chat because I usually don't look at the chat, but if you do want a Bad Taste CD, comment below. The first batch of 8, one was for me. The other 7 are taken, they're spoken for. And then I think about 3, maybe 4 out of the 10 are spoken for. So there's about 6 to 7 more Dimray's Bad Taste CDs. So if you want one, comment below, and then I'll just look at who commented first, okay? So that is that. The other thing that's kind of interesting, I don't think I'm allowed to divulge everything, but I will say that I was contacted by an artist who asked if I could try to help publicize and find publications for them in order to help promote them as a band. And so that's something that I kind of did and am doing, and I realized it's really important to have a strong network of people that you've connected with and to maintain those relationships and to really do what you can, I think I've been described as being like the guy on the ground. What is it? What was that phrase? like the eyewitness reporter, I guess, like, right there in the thick of things. But my my scope and my ability to create opportunity in myself is limited. You know, we are close to 4,000 subscribers. It's nothing to sneeze at, but it's nothing compared to some other people out there, whether it be other YouTube reactors or just YouTubers or even just publications online. And so, for any of you who do know publications and are affiliated or have connections or have friends, um, please comment below as well. Just send me a name of, I suppose, Curl Hooder, but please send me a name of the publication. And if you have a personal contact, please let me know, because I realize that that's another avenue, that's another sort of part of the hub. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, Steve Jobs had this whole thing about the hub. This is it, like the Mac will be the hub of all these different things. I think the hub of like your music, your iCloud, and your photos, and all these other things. He talked about these things, and um, at least for me personally, I think in some ways I do see myself more as a hub, in that I can connect with bands and people more personally than others can because they're overseas or they can't speak Japanese. And I think that's probably my strength. But again, at the same time, I don't have as loud of a voice as I would like to have. And in order for that to happen, I need to be connected so that I can reach out. So basically, imagine. No, I can't think of a proper analogy, so I'll just leave it right there. So yeah, if you guys get my drift, there are bands that, of course, are always looking for more publicity, who are looking for more opportunities to go bigger. Of course, if you can go bigger, that means that you have opportunities to go overseas, and that's something else that I would love to see happen for these bands. So it was kind of, yeah, a little bit eye-opening, I guess maybe you could say. It's not like I didn't know that that's what needed to happen, because that's been on my mind for a while, but I was maybe just reminded. And it's funny because I actually got in contact with my cousin, whom I haven't spoken to for like, I don't know, over a decade, even maybe 2 decades. But this is the cousin. This is the cousin who was helping bands like Linkin Park and System of a Down before they got big. He had a record store based in Burbank, and he just had connections to, like, different people in the industry, and he was always looking out for just new talent. I remember when we were talking back in the day, he'd be like, "Yeah, I called it with No Doubt, Blink 182. Like I knew these guys would go big." And even with Blink 180, I mean, even with Linkin Park, he's the one who, not he's the one, but he was maybe one of the ones who said, "Don't sign on to an indie label. Just wait, wait. You will get signed by a major label. You will go big. Just wait." Which is what they did. But of course, having Chester Bennington come in was a huge difference. It made a huge impact. But yeah, so I told him, we were chatting, and so I asked him, "Do you know any publications? Do you know anybody in the industry now that you could connect me with?" And he's like, "No, unfortunately, um, because this is back like in 2000, right? 2000, early 2000s. And this is when the MP3 was basically just demolishing like anything physical. Like MP3 was it. Like it was the apocalypse for the music industry in a lot of ways. And it took a while for them to catch up. It took a while for them to really evolve. And unfortunately, what happened was that there's this whole strata apparently of people who used to work in the music industry who are gone now because they couldn't quite keep up. They didn't know how to adjust. So yeah, long story short, I asked if he knew anybody. He said no. Everybody I know is gone now, and it's kind of how it goes, right? Just people come, people go, regardless regardless of what you're doing. People come and people go. So yeah, those are the two things. Um, the Dim Ray CDs, and then just kind of trying to reach out to more publications overseas and trying to connect with more people to provide more opportunities for the bands that are here. Because MNN as a channel, and even for me, like we can only do so much. So yeah, that is that. People are coming quite soon to Japan, including Richard Hogan. There's a group of people coming in April, and with that, I've had to purchase like various tickets for them and do a variety of things. Um, yeah, so I've done those things. I've just been purchasing. Um, and I can't say that I can help everyone. Like it is hard. It is hard to help everybody who reaches out to me. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but if I don't respond to you, um, just know that I'm a human being who gets tired and who doesn't want to deal with things sometimes. And no problem at all. Like it just, yeah, it takes a toll. Like it doesn't seem like it, but little things add up. And generally, when I start getting a lot of requests at a certain point in time, it just kind of piles on. So if I don't, please don't take it the wrong way. It's just, um, yeah, it's just me kind of like needing some time and space and taking care of my own stuff too. So yeah. Now going on to the actual show today. Yesterday I rested. Well, did some editing, did some thinking, some planning. Was supposed to meet a friend from LA, didn't happen, but it did give me time to rest and catch up on things, so that was good. Today it was a show at Nishikawaguchi Hearts, four bands, um, four bands, and they're all pretty great bands. There's Kakome Meoic, who's based in Osaka. It's a three-piece band. I don't know how many of you know them actually. You might know Unica Impact. She's performed with Saki, Mary's Blood, Nemophila. She's the most popular out of them. Like, I forget whether it was Instagram or on Twitter, probably Instagram, but she has upwards of 40 to 50,000 followers, whereas the other two have less than 10,000. Which is kind of how it goes, you know, like sometimes there's a breakout person for whatever reason, whether you're more technically advanced, like, who is it? Kokoro from Neki, right? Um, Miku from Bandmade, um, Alice Hino from Risky Melody. Yeah, there's just different reasons. And if you know Alice from Risky Melody, then you know what I'm talking about. Shh. Mm. Now, Kakome Meoic, I saw them today, and I've seen them maybe 4 or 5 times, and they've never quite gotten me. And I tried really listening and paying attention, trying to kind of figure out what it was about them that didn't quite grab me. And I realized they bounce and they mesh idol music, jazz, and funk. Like they fuse those things together, and all three of those genres are not quite my thing. You know, they're more secondary, maybe even tertiary, but they don't grab me. Like jazz has never fully grabbed me. I enjoy it from time to time, especially live, but it doesn't fully grab me. Uh, you'll have to contact me personally, Bill. PS1lim at Gmail. I think it's fine to throw out my email. Nobody's gonna troll me. But yeah, contact me. Leave a message. Leave a comment below, and then maybe when I have some free time, I can reach out to you and get back to you on that. Okay. Um, and then funk also, like I enjoy it from time to time, but it's never been like a prime time thing for me. It's never been like a main dish. So as I was listening, I was like, ah, okay, that's why. That's why. You know, I do realize that they are getting more popular. I do realize that they do have quite a fan base now. And they're a lot of fun. Like at a live show, like they're really quite entertaining. But none of what they do is my particular brand of entertainment. Um, but at the same time, I appreciate and respect and admire what they do with the crowd. Like, you know, it's like there's daycare where you have these adults kind of playing with these kids and singing songs with them and dancing with them to keep them occupied. And it's kind of like Kakome Meoic is sort of like night care, whereas they're basically there to sort of like get all the uh, older gentlemen for the most part to dance and to move around and to do cutesy stuff. And um, you know, had it not been for like I think 7.5 years in Korea and adjusting to sort of cutesiness, I probably would have vomited. Does that sound harsh? Um, it's just that you have these older men, like anywhere from their 40s to their 60s and onwards, doing all these like cutesy dances and smiling and um, I'm happy. I'm so happy for them. But it's not something like, you know, when you see little kids doing these things, you're like, oh, that's so cute. When you see older men doing these things, I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but cute isn't the word. But again, I do appreciate them. And Fuawa, the drummer, who's an amazing drummer, along with Yukina as the bassist. Um, I told her like I do promote Japanese bands to overseas, and she's like, "Oh, can you help promote us too?" She's pretty cool. She's yeah. I interacted with her a little bit today for the first time. She's pretty fun. She's pretty cool. She's pretty cute. So I am supporting them, and I want to play a little bit of their music for those of you who don't know. I don't know if you'll like it. We'll see. But I'll just play a little bit on my computer. It's not going to be the best sound, but you guys can maybe get an idea of them. Let's see here. No, where did you go? Was this? No, where did you go? Here we go. Okay, so this is their latest. It's called Oh Mikuji. And I believe this was the same song that was being played when they started throwing candy, and I got one. And this is like when you go to a temple in Japan, and then you sort of like pick. It's sort of like your luck. I didn't really get a chance to read it, and it takes some time because written Japanese is hard to read for me. So, but it's a lot of goodness, a lot of luck, a lot of happiness. So I got this today from Kakome Meoic, which is nice. It's a nice little souvenir. But let's play some of their music, and you guys tell me what you think. This is one of their more catchy poppy songs, actually. So, little old school. I think it's a shamisen. That's Fuawa. Yukina. Taiko is the singer in blue. And then Fuawa's the drummer. It's possible, I don't know. Yeah, this is the more on the poppy idol side. And it's kind of funny, like I will say though, because of their look and their presentation, um, and again, I'm not putting them down, and I'm not putting like the fans down. I'm just kind of being honest with sort of my thinking, but don't take it the wrong way. Is, you know, they're very cutesy. They seem young, you know, they seem pretty young, even though they may not be because they're Japanese. So they might be, who knows, like in their mid 40s, right? But when I see the men watching them, just smiling, just like looking at them like little girls, it, dare I say this, it kind of gives me the creeps. Um, and then it just kind of like it kind of struck me again today. Well, Japan is the land of otakus, right? It's the land of the otaku, and it's fine. It is fine. They're all grown up. It's no big deal. But it's just me personally. I think because I've worked with kids, you know, it just it I don't know. It's a little bit delicate for me. So I don't mind them. Again, they're super talented and they do have some fun stuff. Um, but yeah, seeing how people sort of just stare and smile, it just, I don't know. But anyway, let me play this a little bit more. Um, but check them out if you like the sound. Super fun live band. Super fun. They will try to make you do like dance moves and choreography, and they'll try to get everyone involved. So if you're not into that, stand in the back or at the very front. But if you're in the middle, you're gonna have to move a little bit. She's funny. They will make you do this like at the show. And I can definitely see their appeal. I definitely see how they would attract an audience. But I think for me, I've never been into too cutesy. Like that's just never been quite. But it's a good song though. It is. So if you ever do visit Japan and go to a temple, you guys can grab one of those mikujis, and it'll have your fortune, even though you probably can't read it. But you can always use Google Translate. It's gotten a bit better. All right, so that was Kakome Meoic. You can go ahead and check them out if you're interested. Again, they do have a lot of like funky stuff, jazzy stuff too, like a lot of jazzy breakdowns and like, yeah, a lot of leads. So yeah, okay, so they were up first. It's kind of an early show. It started at 4 o'clock. Hiro Tajima was there from, yes, Kakome, Revolution, Meoic. Meoic, Melodic, Meoic. I'm not quite sure. Melodic Revolution, I guess that would be the closest stuff. Yeah, Fellu, I never quite got into, but I know that Hawk Metal of bandmate fandom, he loves them. I think they're like one of his second, maybe his second favorite band. And I haven't seen him in a while, actually. So So Hiro Tajima was there from what do you call that? J-Rock Tours. Um, yeah, so he brought along a couple of people, and it's interesting because it started out with just a maybe three or four foreigners that I had seen, but by the end of the night, it's like it was like gremlins. Like somebody poured water on them like around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Like it just blew up. There were like all these foreigners, and I'll explain why I think. So 4 o'clock, Kakome Meoic, 5 o'clock, Mellows. Again, always one of my favorite bands. Um, I love them, but it's so unfortunate because I can't take photos for them. Like they're a band I would love to do photos for, and I've done it for them separately. Like I've done photos for Sally separately. I've done photos for Gina separately with her band, but I can't just because it's a different management and they have their own photographer and whatnot. And so, but yeah, it was cool. Like I didn't get to see them really outside of the actual venue, the hall inside. But it was funny. It was no, it was funny. It was nice because I waved at Gina at like one point where they were talking, and she waved back, and I was like, "Ah, cool. She does know me." And we've seen each other like a lot. Sally was off on the other side, just killing it again. Like I'll say this. Um, there were moments where she was headbanging, and like the speed and thrust with which she was doing it, I was just picturing like an axe just like coming down. Like it was just wild. Um, for those of you who are coming to Japan, or for those of you who have come to Japan but have not yet seen Mellows or seen Sally perform, highly, 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 highly recommend that you go and see Mellows live. I know that some of you are, but if you get the chance, I don't know. I just for me personally, Sally is definitely one of my favorite performers. Just as a metal guitarist, and the way that she just like completely goes off, it's incredible. Such man, it just it's like when you see Olympians moving, or you see dancers, like really good dancers dancing, like they move you. And I think she's one of those people. Like her physicality is incredible. It is very particular. So check them out. But they did great as well. The last three songs they played were, if you have their album, or if not, you can check it out. But it was Pretty Guardian, Jumping, and then what was the last one? Can't remember, but it was so good, so much energy, just so alive, so much fun. Um, 6 o'clock was Little Lilith, and I think I mentioned last week, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but Little Lilith performed at Sally's show, and Little Lilith, no, it wasn't Secret Closet. I don't remember right now at the moment, but Little Lilith had agreed to have me do photos for them at Sally's show. So I did that. The great thing about that was that Lily gave me their card and said that, "Hello, Apocalypse 34." Um, she gave me her card and said, "Oh, you can send the photos here." And that gave me a point of contact. And it's kind of like when you invite a vampire. I guess I would be the vampire, but she invited me via business card, and because of that, I was able to make contact and interact with her. So I sent the photos, and then I said, I will be attending these two shows that you'll be performing at. Do you mind me taking photos of you guys? It'll be for free. She's like, "Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, absolutely." So that was really great because it gave me a chance to talk to Yuki, the drummer. It gave me a chance to interact. And then I talk about connections with these bands. And I will say that I don't know how many of you actually plan on coming over to Japan and making a career out of this, or interacting with bands this much. But never ever spurn. Not that you would, but never ever spurn um, any musician or member in any band. Like, never rub them the wrong way, and I don't think you would. And I think that's maybe more from myself telling me, like, you don't want to do that, because um, there's a new member of the Frail, the band that used to be Bad Bubble, that Gina is a part of, and the new member, the newest, is Arisa or Elisa. And she happens to be connected to Erica. I'm not quite sure how, maybe kind of like a senpai kohai type of thing, but she's close to Erica. Erica is the guitarist for Little Lilith. And so, what's really interesting is that I was waiting in line for the bathroom today, and then after Little Lilith had finished, Erica came out, and then when she saw me, she was like, "Oh, hey." Like an actual acknowledgement, not just like a photographer, but like, "Oh yeah, yeah." And I think that's because Arisa had told her, or like now that she kind of knows that I was doing a lot of photos for the Frail, and even Shiori, the bassist, as well. It wasn't just like a, oh, like "Oskara-sama desu." It was like a very acknowledged acknowledgement. Um, and so yeah, that's kind of cool, because I do see the seeds for potential growth in those relationships and in interactions and in opportunities. So just kind of throwing that out there. So Lilith went up. Every brand had 40 minutes, except for Dizzymetal, who was last, had an hour. But they put on a fantastic show. I was doing photos for them, and um, God, the thing about these shows with these particular bands is you have these people who are really eager to be aggressive physically and just run into you in the front. Like, they'll actually be in the back and they'll run at you. So today was definitely one of those days where I had my camera, I was close up because I was using a very wide lens, close to being a fisheye. And I'm really close up to get, like, decent shot. And then, like, oh, and just like, um, so yeah, yeah, that was quite entertaining. It's pretty fun. But I think I got some pretty good shots. Um, I do wish I could share with you, but yeah. And it's not like I'm getting paid for it, but at the same time, I want to be respectful. So maybe at some point, they will post the photos. I can ask, and maybe they'll let me post a few. So this will be added to my wall. So yeah, they have a one man 12/28 end of the year. They also have another one man in May, I believe May 13th at Shibuya Cyclone. So you guys can go ahead and take a look at that. That is what is going on. Day one. Oh, sorry, it's May 10th, not May 13th. Yeah. So, but May 10th, day of Made. So for those of you who are in Japan for Bandmate, then that's definitely a no. So yeah, 510 and then 810. Shibuya Cyclone and then Shibuya Rex. Shibuya Rex is a really cool venue. Really good high stage, really good lighting, great for photos. Cyclone too. Those are two venues that I really like when it comes to taking photos. But that is them. Interesting fact, this shot in the video that I'm going to show you very quickly, their latest single, Retribution, it was shot at the same place that Hades, their music video No, was filmed at. And a lot of other bands have filmed at this location. So it's pretty interesting. So I did get a sticker because I did buy the CD. Retribution. And there are 4 songs on it. The first song is Dystopia. Second song is Utopia. Third song is Daybreak, and the last song is Retribution. They consider themselves sort of a melodic gent band, sort of poppy, but they go heavy as well. So if you don't know Little Lilith, they were actually one of the very first bands that I saw with Michael Barber. This is back in January 2023. I had just gone to, yes, Monodiagram, exactly, the same one. Um, I had just gone to see Brideer along with Michael Barber. Rick Rune was there. Richard Hogan, who is watching this now, he was there as well. We enjoyed our pizza, some fried food, tempura, some sake, and just such a good show. Such a fantastic show. But then following that, I did see a 3-man, which was Little Lilith, Risky Melody, and this alt idol group called Maze, whom I haven't seen since. But yeah, so Little Lilith was one of the first bands that really sort of got me into pursuing other bands and looking into other bands. And let me go ahead and play their latest music video for you. Lily, the lead singer, she's a pretty great frontwoman. Great death voice, very clean, very like pristine vocals. I'm not the biggest fan of the autotune on this, but the song itself is really good. Great chorus, really catchy. So Erica, the guitarist, she's close to Ayumi from Brideer. This recording doesn't do her vocal justice, especially the harsh vocals. So imagine hearing this live, imagine like everyone just like really just getting into it. So is it your thing? Do you guys like it? But I figure a lot of you do know Little Lilith, though. Oh, what's up, Eric? Thank you. I can always tell it's you because the orange. Thanks, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. really, really catchy chorus. They've been growing on me. Like, I liked them. I didn't love them, but um, I think I've seen them. Was it 3 times? Well, 2 times in the past couple of weeks, and then I think three a total from like last year. But they're growing on me. They're definitely growing on me. Um, Man with a Mission. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say like who's the main influence, like, and who gets influenced by what exactly. So I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, it's a good song. Live is better because if I'm not mistaken, they don't have auto tune when they do it live. So, but yeah, hey, what's going on, Jeff? But yeah, Little Lilith, they're definitely a band worth seeing live as well. I mean, so, oh wow, Bill, thank you so much. Um, how can I not help you? Yeah, please message me, comment below. I'll definitely get in contact with you and try to help you out. Jeez, thank you. Appreciate that a lot. That means a lot. Um, but yeah, um, I like them, and I think this is a really good song. And you know what's actually funny is that they actually had, I forgot what the name of the song was. This was, it released in maybe April of 2023. Um, but it was the same location as Brideer, Eyes of Doubt, which they released in March of 2023. What was the song called? But yeah, if you guys can watch Eyes of Doubt, Brideer, and then look for Little Lilith, their music videos. Um, I don't want to do it now. But yeah, so that was that. And then the last band, which again, you might want to kind of just, like, a part of you may want to just kind of rule out and just throw off, just because it's a cover band. But they're just so good and they're just so fun. It's cold right now, Eric. It is very cold. When I got back home, it was like in the mid 40s. Whereas 2 days ago, it was strike. Yes, that's it. That is exactly it. It was like the mid 70s a couple days ago. So, it did rain, and it will rain. Not today, thankfully, because I had to go out and move around. But yes, it did rain yesterday, and it will rain possibly a little bit tomorrow, for sure the day after. God, I really am not a fan of rain because I bike all the time to work and back. I walk my dog, and jeez. So yeah, with Dizzymetal, it's fine for me to show photos. They're really open and loose about photos being taken, videos being recorded. You know, it's not their own music anyway, so it's not like they can really get that much, you know? But yeah, actually, the last time I was at Nishikawa Gucci Hearts and seeing Dizzymetals was with Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, I remember you cried. It was such a moving experience, right? It was really good. So yeah, Uyu is quite the singer, like, and she is really compelling. Crap. Like, I don't have the video. Yeah, I don't have the video to show you. It's still on my phone. Oh, how funny. Uyu just liked my tweet about posting. Oh, good. I'll just play this for you briefly. But she was crying during this performance because she was so just like in it. Love it. Sorry, volume's low. guys can't hear it that well. And just like the Kami band, I think the musicians in the back, they really don't get the credit they deserve because they're so good. So I will post a longer version, probably on MNN at some point, but I did put in the work. Here's a cool little visual of how into it people get. What's going on, Peter? So everyone right now is basically sitting down or on their knees, and they're all worshiping. Not the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm not quite sure. Is it the fox god? So today's show was actually sponsored by Dizzymetal, and it's because it was one of their dancers near metal. In Japanese, it's Nia metal. So yeah, great, it's a great show. Oh, as I was saying, like when it was time, it's not a cult, but it sure does feel like it at times. But by the time Dizzymetal was up, it was like the foreigners multiplied. It was like it went from like 3 to like 10 to 12. I don't know how many people, maybe even more. I was like, where did they come from? Like, is there some portal to like overseas? But they really got into it too. I think you know, a Japanese fan was saying today, like, like baby metal doesn't really perform too much here in Japan, so having Dizzymetal around is great, you know. And I've personally never seen baby metal live. I was supposed to see them when they played at the Wiltern in LA, like way back in the day, but then what happened? Tickets had sold out. And I know some of you guys watching, or like some other people that I know, like one of the admins, Freddie, actually went to that show. So yeah, but they're great. Like they're fantastic. And again, Uyi Metal, who is the lead singer for Hagane, she was the lead singer for Hagane. She is the lead singer for Mana Diagram, and then she also sings and plays the role of Sue Metal here for Dizzymetal. Like great stuff. Yeah, so you should definitely check them out as well. And why not? Why don't we look at this? Actually, not that one. Let's see, their latest one. Same location as yeah, same location as what we just saw with Little Lilith. But can you see it's the same location? So yeah, Uyu and Meito were from Hagane, Meito the guitarist. They left, and then another guitarist, drummer, bassist, and then they're now Mana Diagram. So I would love to interact with her more, get to know her more, but I haven't had the opportunity. But I know she's a lot of fun from the interactions that we have had. If you guys go to Dicodic, Alan just put up his interview with Uyu, also with Dimrays. So check those out. A lot of fun. right, I'll stop that right there. I don't want to play too much of it, but so yeah, that's kind of what went down this weekend. What went down tonight. It was a lot of fun. I did leave a little bit early so I could get back, eat and stuff, and I still have to walk my dog. So he's looking at me. We'll go pretty soon. But yeah, guys, any questions, comments, anything in particular? I think some of you guys like wrote stuff, said stuff. Let me see. Yeah. I will say, who was it? I forgot her name now. Metal was my favorite. I was bummed that she left. But what can you do? It happens, right? Let's see what you guys have said. I feel like I missed something. Yeah, okay, let's see. No, looks like I didn't really miss anything too much. Yes, Michael did mention it. Dimmeries and Uyu is up. So. Yeah, oh, thank you, Apocalypse. It's all I want to do, really. It's kind of a mission. Yeah, I feel like it's my mission. Yes, Miku did win first place for the period championship, although I don't know exactly what that is. Miku did appear on a TV program called All Star TBS, and they did play a game. I don't know exactly. I didn't see any footage. I just know that she was wearing a lei, because yeah, she kicked butt. So yeah. Well, I took Suho out before I left, which is like around almost 2:30, 2-ish. So we've got a little time. Round 3 of 6. Yeah, I don't know the details exactly. But yeah, Yui, she was cool. I liked her. I kind of wonder how she is. It's been so long since she left now. But all right, guys. Since there are no other real questions, going to Doll Parts on the 12th? The 12th of what? I see. You got to give me months. There's a lot of shows, so my head is in April and May-ish. May 12th. I believe that's a weekday, so that would be a no. Because May 10th is a weekend. That's band made, day of made, yeah. Saturday. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Because May 10th is Saturday, May 11th is Sunday, May 12th is a Monday. So yeah, that's a hard no. For the One Sky event. Yeah, if you guys are here in town, catch the show. Risky Melody, Exist Trace, and Doll Parts. They're all great bands. Definitely worth seeing. Let's see. So next week, Saturday, I will be seeing Little Lilith again at the Liner show. First time seeing Launcher number 8. Second time seeing Phantom Excalibur. Second time seeing Lumerize. And then, yeah, Little Lilith a few times. And then the following week will be She-Glapes along with Saiseiga. So that's going to be a great show. And then, yeah, April 13th will be the acoustic, so I'm excited about that. That'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, Koyai, yeah. It's tough, man. These musicians, like I don't remember like musicians having all these health problems back in the day. Or did I just not focus or like think about it or realize it? I don't know, but it is rough. Maybe because there's so many Japanese bands, right? And so you do hear about these things. And of course, you know, a band out of however many there are, it would be that way. So, uh, sad to say, and it sounds kind of cold, but life goes on, you know, life goes on. I am not wearing a tux for my acoustic. I wouldn't even wear a tux for my wedding if I got married. Yeah. But I mean, Chester, like the thing is with these bands is um they kind of have no other choice. Cause it's like if you are like doing a 9 to 5 or something of that sort of a job, and then trying to pursue like a full career musically and to be pertinent and to stay like relevant, you got to do these shows, you got to do these promotions, you got to do all these things, and it's just the name of the game, man. It's just what can you do? Like that's really the tough thing. Um, so yeah, that's tough. It is tough. But yeah, let's wish her well, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Really, you're gonna do a tux? Hmm. Oh, this is totally random. This is totally random, but I just wanted to do this. Just because I think the bandmate fandom, with some people, it's kind of the bandmate family, and um, if you guys don't know, like I'm a massive dog lover, and I'm a really big animal lover too. So one of my good friends through bandmate, Barry Wayne Curtis, he's been a member of Bandmate Fans Cafe, but his cat of 10 years, Suzuka, passed away this past week, and um, I don't know. It's I know for some like it's just a cat, but it just knowing with Baby Metal and with Bandmate and this whole thing, I don't know. I just want to pay tribute and say, oh, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Just I hope my friend is okay, and I'm glad that his cat took care of him and vice versa for the past 10 years. And it's sad. It's sad to lose anyone you really love. And I say that while I have my dog right here, so um, you know, it kind of moves me. It kind of like yeah gets to me. So thank you, Jeff. Um, I'll leave. It's almost been an hour, but I'll leave it with this. God, please, I don't know. I always say this maybe, but love your loved ones while they're around. Like love your family, love your animals, and there's a lot of bullshit in the world and a lot of people who just are full of it. But I feel like, you know, on our part, we have to keep staying true to our values, um, and stay true to the things that we believe in, and continue to spread kindness and not hate, and to really nurture love, and you know, I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting a little sentimental and emotional. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for having joined this live stream. I always appreciate it so much for you guys joining me and just being a part of this journey with me. And I did see Sally as well, and finally got to see her. And um, I asked her, "Did you like my photos?" She's like, "Yeah, they were really good. We're going to use them." I'm like, "Thank you." I just wanted a little. Yeah. Um, but yeah, thank you guys so much. Please take care. I will see you guys again. If you have any questions, if there's anything that you need, please put it in the comments below. Yeah, and I'll try uh, to do what I can. Yeah. And then Bill, for your generosity, like you definitely have a fast pass. Please let me know what you need and like give me the details, and we'll work something out. So, okay, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you again. Peace, love, and Klupo. Bye.